Welcome to the Art Project. This is drawing challenge number 4. You don't really have to do them in any particular order, I don't guess, but if you're new here, please subscribe. If you enjoy this video, you find it helpful, please give it a thumbs up. This is drawing challenge number 4. We're going to get funky. So first thing I did was I picked an object because I'm still drawing from observation. I chose a ink bottle because I just like ink bottles. You can use a coffee cup, you can use a fork, you can use anything you want to. Just pick out like one object and put it in front of you. First thing you want to do is you want to get to know the object. Don't just jump into this and start making stuff up right off the bat. You want to actually get to know the object that you're drawing. So in this instance, I'm drawing a regular ink bottle as I see it based on my observations. I want to try and get as many details, especially details that have to do with the three-dimensional aspect of it, the actual form of it. So I'm not drawing ink or any of the letters or words that are on the bottle. I'm just doing things that are part of its form. Then I turn my paper sideways and I'm going to draw it again. This time I'm going to get a little bit crazy with it. See how I changed up the way the top is? I'm still looking at the bottle for information. I want to get it right, but I also want to change stuff up periodically. I keep it a little bit simple at first, continuing to draw it mostly like it really is, only changing up a little bit here and there. So for this one, I just kind of made it look like the squishy part at the top of the bottle has been squished. But then I also decided to make the bottle itself look like it was squished. Again, just keeping it simple here at the beginning, and then as I go, I'm going to get a little bit wilder and wilder with it, a little bit more funky as I go. I rotated my paper a little bit. It doesn't matter how you rotate it. You don't even have to rotate it if you don't want to. Just move around the paper and draw it in different places. Don't be afraid to go off the side of the page, although I never actually did. If you do, that's okay. It's better to go off the side of the page and stay true to the form than it is to squish it on the page, unless that's part of your decision to get funky. So this one I made it look like it was bent over a little bit and then kind of curving to the side, almost like a S shape. As I'm doing this, I guess I kind of decide before I start drawing what it is that I want to do. Do I want to turn it, twist it, elongate it, make it short, make it fat? You decide what you want to do as you go. Make a decision before you start, and then do it. So I had this little space up here at the top, so I thought I would squeeze in just sort of a flat bottle. So I tried to make everything a little bit flatter, even though it stayed a little bit wider. I'm not sure that I did that very well on the top of the bottle, but then I tried to make the bottle itself wider. I think I should have exaggerated how wide that was a little bit more. That's okay. We're just working from observation. We're looking at the object and trying to get the best form that we can, while at the same time changing things up a little bit. As you're doing this, you need to continue to look at the object. I cannot stress that enough. Make sure that you're looking at the object as you are drawing to get the best and truest form. Continuing to build that strong eye. For this one, I decided to kind of twist it up a little bit, but instead of just an S shape, just kind of like it's leaning over or bowing. These objects, you might look at them and think of them a little bit like some of the objects from Sleeping Beauty, like the teapot and the clock, how they would bend and bow as if they had been personified. They would twist and move as if they weren't solid, rigid objects. This video is a little bit longer because I decided to let you see the entire drawing. It's sped up a little bit. Each drawing took me, each piece of paper, completed drawing of 5 or 6 objects, however many are on here, took about 10 minutes each. There's the finished product for that one. And I decided to do 2 just to give you an extra example and extra demonstration. And so for the second one, I chose a pair of scissors. Again, I'm just choosing things that are right here close by. I'm in my studio and I have access to a lot of art supplies. You can use anything in your house. You can use a hairbrush, a fork. You could use a chair. If you doesn't have to sit on the table, just sit back and look at the chair from a distance. It could be a hairspray bottle. It could be a bottle of ketchup. It could also be a pencil or a flashlight. Just anything you got laying around your house will do just fine. I would say that the more complex it is, the more impressed your teacher will be with your work. If it's too simple, a pencil might be a little bit too simple, but if you do all the details and you include everything that really needs to be included, it'll be impressive. So not too simple, not too complex, just one object. And you can also change up, as you're going to see, I'm going to do this in a few minutes, you can change up the direction that you are looking at the object as well. These scissors were just fine for a few drawings, looking at them straight on like this, but you'll see in a few minutes that I turn them and let them face me, or sort of come towards me in a foreshortened view, and that's always a little bit more challenging and a little bit more impressive as well. The more complex your object, the more interesting it's going to be, the more dynamic the view, or the more foreshadowed, the more interesting your picture is going to be. So just change it up a little bit. Finally, some things that you want to remember as you're doing this is you may not feel confident about what you're doing, and that is the biggest killer when it comes to art. You will put off and put off and put off drawing anything because you don't feel confident enough to do it. You feel like it's going to be a disaster. You feel like it's going to be wrong, or you're going to do it wrong. You feel like other people are going to look at it and laugh, or whatever. You got to squash that. Don't let that keep you from making good art. And if you're doing this for a teacher, for a class, for a grade, don't let your lack of confidence keep you from making a grade. Your teacher is going to accept pretty much anything you have. She may give you some advice on how to fix it. They may give it back to you to work on some more. That's okay. There's nothing wrong with that. That's the way life works. If you go to a restaurant and you order a hamburger and they bring it out to you and it's not well done, you give it back to the person and you ask them to fix it. If it's not, when I say well done, I mean it's not done the way you want it to be done. It's not cooked. You send it back to them to redo, and that's fine. We redo stuff all the time. If you're playing a video game and you die, you start over again. Not a big deal, and it shouldn't be a big deal in art. Most artists keep making stuff over and over and over again. Just like when you're playing a video game, you don't just play it once and throw it away, unless it's a bad game. I don't know. So just keep working, keep doing it, keep trying, persevere. This is a test of strength. If you're trying to draw and you find it difficult, you don't have the confidence to do it, then it takes strength to keep on going. It to persevere. So don't focus on your mistakes. Learn from them, but move on, and let it be funny. You know, if somebody looks at your drawing and laughs, that's okay. It's good to make people laugh. Maybe that's not your intended effect, but it's not the end of the world if that's what happens. So change it up, twist it up, get funky with it. And if you don't like the way it turns out, it's pen and paper. You can start over again. You can do a whole nother one. You can throw away the one you just did and nobody will ever see it, and you can do another one, and that's okay. It's your paper. So don't let the fear of messing up or making mistakes keep you from making art. You're going to make 10,000 mistakes. The sooner you get started, the sooner you can get those over with. All right? So I decided to turn it around here, and I changed it up a little bit, give more of a foreshortened view. I didn't take a picture of this to put here while I'm drawing it, but you can see. Oh, wait, yes I did. Look there. Sometimes I forget what I've edited in my own videos. So I don't think that I did a very good job here of the foreshortening. It just looks like a stubby pair of scissors. But that's alright. I practiced, and I got some stuff down, and my teacher gave me a good grade. No, I'm just kidding. I'm the teacher. Anyway. So, ladies and gentlemen, I'm running out of things to say. So I'm going to say what every good YouTuber says. Give it a thumbs up. Like it. Subscribe. Share it on your favorite social media platform. Stay safe. Don't go out into public and touch everything and then not wash your hands. This coronavirus is out of control. And so just do the best you can. Turn this into your teacher. And good luck. Be safe. Oh, hey, take a picture of your picture and take a picture of your drawing and post it on Instagram for me and tag me in the picture so that I can see what you have accomplished. I want to see what you get done. I want to see your funky drawings. This goes for all of the drawings that you do as a result of these drawing challenges, or anything you just want me to see. I love seeing other people's artwork, and I love seeing what y'all are doing. So please don't forget to take a picture of it, post it on Instagram or Facebook or any of those things. My social media handles are down in the description below. So, hit me up. Like, subscribe, tag me, go make some funky art.